All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Model Monday Live. My name is TooTallToby. I'm a certified CAD expert, instructor, enthusiast, and just recovering from a pretty brutal cold. Last week, I was put out of commission for multiple days. Was in bed for multiple days trying to get rid of this stuffiness and fatigue that you probably hear in my voice today. And my roommates go to public school, and so I definitely expect to experience this once a year, basically, and it's usually right around this time. So it's all par for the course. But man, when it hits you and it takes you completely out of commission, it's something, man. Tell you what. You go through it the first time and you're like, wow, this is amazing. Now it's probably been like 10 times or more that we've gone through it. So we're kind of used to it. We kind of know what the shtick is. But this one in particular just really put me down. It was just like every day for 2 or 3 days, I just could not do anything. I would get up and do one thing and I would feel like I needed to go back and lay down. And the only place I felt comfortable was in bed. So got to spend a lot of time in bed, and we're back now. We're back up and running. Not 100%. You can tell from my voice, not 100%, but we're back and we are back up and running. So hello to everyone. A great way to come back to this amazing community. And guys, welcome to Model Monday Live. If you're here for the first time, be sure to let us know in the chat. But of course, we do have some amazing regulars in the chat. Let's give some quick shout outs here just to get started. So Andras is here in the chat. He says he really liked that song to get things started. Whoops, let me see here what's going on with this. Got a little bit big. I guess it's okay. And Art is here. Says, ha, that song, the ultimate start to the week. Thanks, T3. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, it's a funny song. Rockcrawler is here. Says, hello, everyone. Jim Yu is here. Hi, all. And Mundane Superpower says, love that trippy video. Nice. And Guntus is here. Says, hi, everyone. And D. Vicky Chong is here. What's up, Vicky? Holding it down from the injured reserve bench, still holding it down with the mod badge. And Serial Sal is here. What's up? PCR Duino is here. What's up? And 45 Punks is here. Let's go. Ray R.A.Z. is here. Hello. Uncle Facepound is here. Says greetings from Northern California. Larry Kunke is here. What's up, Larry? Says hi. 98 Editor is here. Welcome. Uncle Facepound says it makes you stronger. Yeah, exactly. Just makes us stronger. And someone you don't know, Victor K, says, hello, Toby in chat. 3D Wing is here. Hello. And let's see here. I just thought that's how we're supposed to feel. Bro, it's making me laugh. It's making me cough. And Danny is here. What's up, Danny Escalada? Welcome. Good morning. Eric says hello from Norway. Hello. Shop Dog Bob says hello from Utah SolidWorks. Let's go. Lewis Mania is here. Welcome. And Tumas Viras says hello. And Sundeep is here. Says hi from India. Welcome. Hi from India. Thank you for joining us. All right, guys, listen, let's get into it. I know what you're all here for. You're here for the live competition, CAD versus CAD. So let's get into it here today. We're going to be doing some CAD modeling practice and some competition against one another. So today we're going to do 2 CAD speed modeling challenges for you. And basically what's going to happen is I'm going to show you guys a drawing and you're going to try to model it up. We're going to do a live solve with TooTallToby, and then of course we're going to hang out with the best chat ever. Let me know in the chat if you want me to live solve using SolidWorks or if you want me to live solve using Onshape. You can just let me know and I will jeez, PCR Arduino, too soon. Wow. And I will let you guys know what you let me know what you want me to do. You want me to use Onshape? You want me to use SolidWorks? You want me to use something else? Let me know for sure. And Jain is here and says, Jainuff141 says, watch every episode, but here for my first time live. Nice. Awesome. Thanks for joining us live. Great to see you here. Guys, of course, as always, we got to say thank you to all the amazing members of the TooTallToby community, the subscribers, the super thankers, the joiners, the likers, the tutorial makers, the value for value folks, the practice models premium users, all the students out there, all the sharers, all the commentors, and of course the entire Discord crew. Could not do all the cool stuff we do here on this channel without all of you and all of your support. So thank you so much. And don't forget, guys, today we are going to, actually, I don't know if we're going to do Onshape or not. We're going to let the chat decide. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to share and reshare. And here's how it's going to work today. We're going to show you guys a drawing, a 2D drawing. Arnish says hello from Germany. Hello, Guten Tag. Thank you for joining us. Great to see you today. So what we're going to do is we're going to show all of you a 2D drawing. We're going to challenge you to turn that into a 3D model as quickly as you can. And you're going to try to calculate the mass, and then you're going to try to enter that mass directly into the YouTube chat. Now, on the first part of the show, we're going to do this in the YouTube chat. In the second part of the show, we're going to do it on the website, TooTallToby.com. So I'll show you how that works in just a minute. But for now, you just got to have your CAD system of choice. You can use any 3D CAD. But if you're going to calculate the mass, then you have to have the correct material specification. So here on TooTallToby, we use 4 materials: plain carbon steel, 6061 aluminum, ABS, and American cherry. So if you don't have these material densities in your library, you're not going to get the mass correct. So just take a moment and take a screen capture of this material spec so that you can make sure you've got the correct density as you get in here. Firefly in the chat says, hello, this is my first time catching a live. Hello, hello, welcome. Thanks for joining us. It's going to be a good one today, I think. It is a little bit of a recovery day, so I might be a little bit off, but I think it's going to be good. I think you came at the right time, Firefly. So, welcome, welcome. All right, guys. Well, that's it for the materials. If you need a refresher on that, TooTallToby.com/materials is the webpage. And the basic rules are you can use any 3D CAD package. You're going to input the density and output the mass. Make sure you use the specified precision. And the first correct answer in the chat will be declared the winner. So you guys can make sure that you answer as many times as you want, but we're just going to look for the first correct answer. If you answer first correct and then you answer incorrect, then you negate your original answer. We take your last answer, but you can answer as many times as you want. Okay, but the first time I see the correct answer, that person's going to win. And what are you going to win? You're going to win a point, a coveted point, on our Model Monday Live 2026 leaderboard. So last year we had a tie for first place, and both people had 19 points. So it's kind of like a benchmark for what you're going for. If you can get up to about 19 points, you're going to win this year. We had a tiebreaker last year, and the tiebreaker ended up being a tie also. So we just have co-champions. So congratulations to Rambros and Aaron C., 2 epic warriors in the Model Monday Live space. Neither of them have any points on the board so far this year. So I think they're letting everybody else get a little bit of a lead, and then they're going to come swarming through in the middle months. So this is a great time to accumulate some points. And we usually have 3 to 4 episodes a month, so 6 to 8 points each month. So, all right, guys, that's it. The advanced rules are this is meant to be fun and good-spirited. Occasionally, I will make mistakes, and the Ivan exploit is permitted. Here we go. This first challenge goes live as soon as I show the drawing. Your first Model Monday Live challenge of the day begins in... Don't forget, guys, listen. As soon as I show this drawing, you're going to start modeling it, okay? Take a screen capture, put it on your second monitor so that you can, continue modeling, and it makes it easier when you have a second monitor. But take a screen capture, start modeling, and then enter your answer directly into the chat, and you can earn a point on our Model Monday Live leaderboard. More importantly, you can prove how fast you are. You're competing against some of the fastest modelers in the world. So Victor K is in the chat today. He's a 2023 world champion in 3D CAD speed modeling. So this is your chance to prove how fast you are. Here we go. This first Model Monday Live challenge begins in 3, 2, 1, go. What is the mass of this part in xxx.x grams? What is the mass of this part in xxx.x grams? This is in millimeters, grams, and seconds. Serial Sal comes in with his answer immediately, just straight out of the gate. I love it. We're not going to reveal what the correct answer is until we get to about halfway through the show. But I love seeing that answer coming in right away. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So guys, this is kind of a cool model. We actually use this model. We did a little collaboration here at a recent World Conference with the guys from the Core podcast, and we created a part very similar to this. They used it at the World Conference during that collaboration. So this is a cool model, though. I like this one. It's not super difficult. It's only a tier 3. We're just getting warmed up here, guys. We're coming back from recovery. It's a recovery tour. Take a look, grab a screen capture, begin modeling. We're going to start seeing answers come into the chat pretty soon. It's amazing how fast some of these speed modelers are who are out there watching and playing and competing against all of you. Look at this. Another newcomer. Sleuthon 8725 coming in right away with an answer. I love this speedy modeling. I got a feeling maybe these are just guesses. I'm not sure for sure. Tribacy says hi. Hello. Welcome. All right, guys. I hope that's enough time for you to grab a screen capture. We're going to keep on keeping on. It is so cold. It is so cold today. I'm wearing 2 sweatshirts. I'm wearing my regular sweatshirt, and then I'm wearing a Weird Al Yankovic sweatshirt. No Strings Attached tour. That's from a live show. I love this sweatshirt. I got this sweatshirt with my brother. We went and saw the show together. He got us tickets. It's a very fun memory, very fun night. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Like and subscribe. Share and reshare. Let people know what we're doing here on Model Monday Live. It's the one place you can go to prove it, right? We always get comments in the live streams, in the highlight videos. We always get comments from people saying, like, I could do this so much faster. I could do this so much faster. Well, this is your chance. Look, we've already got Serial Sal came in with an answer. Sleuthion came in with an answer. Victor K came in with an answer. Matab came in with an answer. T-Lus comes in with an answer. You know, we've got some fast modelers here trying to, give you a run for your money. You've got a place you can go every week, and this is the place. So you can let people know this is where you can go. This is where you can go to exercise those muscles, keep your skills up, keep your chops up a little bit. Even made use of the query variables in Onshape. Wow. Victor K doing it in Onshape. Very nice. We don't know who's got it right yet. We are seeing some consistency in the answers. A lot of times when there's convergence in the answer, you can kind of extrapolate that maybe is or is not the correct answer. Goku in the chat. Let's go. Guys, don't forget your mission every week is to tell one coworker about the channel. It's your big mission each week. And of course, if you have the financial means, you can always join the party. Sign up for Practice Models Premium. Visit us at the YouTube, or join the YouTube channel. And you can always visit us at TooTallToby.com/donate as well. Great ways to support the channel. We did, of course, hit 60,000 subs last week, 2 weeks ago. It was very exciting. 60,000. Let's go. Let's keep going. What should we stop at, guys? I don't know. All I know is that we're heading towards the ultimate meme number, 69,420. So when we get there, we're definitely going to have a live celebration party to watch that tick over. So be on the lookout for the announcement for that. I guess it'll probably be in, let me think. What are we trending at? It'll probably be like March 11th. Ides of March, right? So let's figure on that being the meme number party, crossover party, March 11th. Let's just mark that in our calendars. Pencil that in. That's probably when it's going to happen. Seems like it'll be fitting. Does anybody ever use FreeCAD in this competition? Absolutely, yeah. We got plenty of FreeCAD users. I mean, the cool thing is that we've got the website TooTallToby.com, and when you go to TooTallToby.com, either underneath the challenges, so like if you do one of these challenges and then you look underneath the challenge, or there's a total scoreboard, you can click in here, this top 100, and you can kind of get a feel for what some of the different people are using. So like this guy was able to complete it he's in 12th place on this leaderboard for this model. This was the fireplace grate that we did last week. And he's a FreeCAD user. Who is it? We don't know where he's from, but Parko Smalo. There's another FreeCAD user, DJ. I like that name. That's one that I can pronounce. Kayvon. Let's go. FreeCAD wizard. H11R FreeCAD here. So yeah, we got plenty of people in here rocking FreeCAD. We got people from all over the world using all different CAD systems. That's the cool thing about TooTallToby.com. It's truly CAD agnostic. It's not really about the wand as much as it's about the wizard. Now, certainly there's some CAD systems that maybe are a little bit easier to learn, but that could also could be like in the eye of the beholder. You know, it's kind of like difficulty versus complexity. You know, but I think there are objectively some CAD systems that are a little bit, a little bit more confusing, a little bit less confusing for the average user. And so, that might make some CAD systems more popular or less popular. But I mean, FreeCAD's come a long way, and especially the most recent build. There's a lot you can do with it, and it's pretty responsive. It's just you just have to add in some of your shortcuts and maybe add in some macros, and download some of the macros from the library, and you can really make that thing move. So I think it's just like anything. Like the more you use something, the faster you're going to get with it, the more efficient you're going to get with it. I like seeing these answers coming in. Good answers coming in, everybody. We'll reveal the correct answer here in about 5 minutes. Guys, last week we've been continuing our Power Move series. The Power Move series is always really popular. Short 5-10 minute videos, usually about SolidWorks, giving some tips and tricks on how to be more efficient. So as always, be on the lookout for those coming through the YouTube channel. We did release some of those last week, and the Onshape video continues to grow from last week. I think it's actually now up to like 4.5K. That's on the Onshape YouTube channel, so be sure to check that out if you're an Onshape user. That is a fantastic workflow to take photos and use those photos to design your parts. I probably shouldn't be drinking coffee. It's probably not the best for my voice. I just started my journey in SolidWorks to try to change my career path. Nice. What were you doing before? Nice. Uncle Facepound says, it's basically water, though. Rockcrawler says, coffee cures all. Yeah, that's true. Uncle Facepound says, it's like beer, but different. Yeah. Exactly. Thank you guys for the support. And guys, as always, we always remind people about this, but we have mundane superpower. Bite your tongue. Coffee is the nectar gods. I'll keep drinking the coffee. Don't worry, guys. As always, we're doing training. We offer training. We have a training site set up. The Thinkific site is up and running. If you ever are in need of some SolidWorks training, take a look over at the website. We're trying to get a few more classes posted on there for you. But Lewis says, create a Udemy class. You're an excellent teaching cat. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. We use the Thinkific site right now. We're we're trying to get more classes posted on there. We're just we're managing a lot of different things. We got a kind of a big thing coming up pretty soon here that me and Vicky are going to announce. Not today, but in the next couple of weeks, we're going to announce it to everybody. That has been taking up a little bit of backlog, if you will. But we are trying to get some more training classes out there on the Thinkific site too for everybody. And the tournament is over. Congratulations to Ricardo Jean. We got to give him a proper 3x congratulations. We're going to get him a proper congratulations. So I'll double back to that one next week. All right. And finally, Uncle Face Pound. Bro, killing me today. No, that is not the big announcement. But thank you for the laugh. Oh man. You guys. Man, this is the road to recovery right here. This is what I needed. This is perfect. So don't forget, guys, in the second half of the show, we're going to be using the Practice Models app. That means you got to head over to TooTallToby, head on over to TooTallToby.com. And when you head on over to TooTallToby.com, what you can do is you can sign up for a free account. And once you sign up for a free account, you're going to see this button here that says Access Full Library. And this is where you can access a library of these 2D to 3D CAD challenges. Very similar to what we're doing here today. So here you can see we've actually got almost 300 of these challenges in this library. There are quite a few challenges here. So it can be a little bit daunting to go through this library if you've not even done a single one yet. But what's nice is that you can filter these challenges. So you can say, like, I'm a brand new CAD user. We saw somebody earlier in the chat said they were just switching over to SolidWorks to change their career, right? JB Weekly said, I just started my journey in SolidWorks to try to change my career path. So this might be a great place for JB Weekly to go and check it out and start it at tier 1. Each one of these has a tutorial video with it. So if you get stuck, you can watch me going through and doing a tutorial. Some of them have more than one tutorial video in them, which is nice. Like if you're using different CAD systems, you could see what's going on in the different CAD systems. And you can filter these challenges based on not only the difficulty, but also on the type of challenge that you're trying to go through. So you can see we've got filters here for like sheet metal, if you want to get some sheet metal practice in, or swoopy, lofty parts, or parts that are designed for 3D printing, or woodworking parts, woodworking projects. And then down here, you can see that once you get into, this is what we call the challenge dashboard, the CAD challenge dashboard. So you can see 4,000 people have done this challenge. Wow. The average solve time is 4 minutes and 1 second. And for me, I've done 80 of the 291 challenges in the library. And then down below here, you can see the tutorial section where you can actually watch a tutorial of the challenge. Once you click on the challenge here, you can say reveal drawing, go. And then you can try to model up this part, just like what we're doing here on Model Monday Live, but you can do it yourself using this entire library of challenges. You can get started for free. And then if you really like it, you think this is a good way to learn, you can unlock the entire library using our payment system, Stripe, and that'll give you access to the entire library. So in the second half of the show, this is what we're going to use. In the second half of the show, what we're going to do is we have a section here at the top of the Practice Models library that is sponsored, in this case, by our friends over at Xometry. Xometry is actually running a special deal right now where you can get a discount on your first order. And what Xometry does is they help you turn your ideas into reality by providing manufacturing on demand. So you can take a 3D CAD model and go to their website and upload it and then get an instant quote of what it'll cost to get it made out of metal, made out of sheet metal, tubing, bent, fabrication, 3D printed. What's cool is that right now they're running a special as well where you can actually get a discount on your first order. So up here in this top section, these challenges are always available for anyone with a free account or a paid account. And this is where we're going to be dropping in the challenge in the second half of the show today. So just make sure that you get signed up for a free account. That way you can play the second half of the show today. We release a lot of stuff on there, a lot of variety of challenges too. It's not It's never the same thing. It's always some diversity in these challenges. I think we need to get some more sheet metals in there, though. I feel like the winter freeze, we didn't have any sheet metal models, so we gotta get some sheet metal stuff. There's an imbalance of sheet metal in the TooTallToby universe. Someday I'll go through and try to do every model back to back someday. I thought about maybe trying that once I hit 300. Well, that might be good. Guys, if you do have the opportunity to practice using the free option and then you want to upgrade, it costs $8.99 a month if you buy it for 1 month, $7 a month if you buy it for 6 months, or $42, right? A magic number, 42. And $69.99 if you want to buy it for 12 months, $5.83 a month. So less than a cup of coffee, less than a cheeseburger at Five Guys. You can do that, and then you get almost 300 models. Really, really good way to practice and to learn 3D CAD. TooTallToby's practice models. Gotta, of course, give a huge shout out to our back-end developers, Bodie McBoatpants and Hoobie 3DFX, who have been helping us out along the way and making sure that the website keeps running and keeps running smoothly, and, of course, adding some functionality in the background as well. So be on the lookout for the second half of the show. We're going to be using the TooTallToby website. And guys, don't forget to visit us on Discord as well. It's where all the cool kids hang out and talk about TooTallToby practice models and tips and tricks. Shopdog Bob says, I've been doing sheet metal for 20 years. Nice. That's cool. What CAD system? That's it for now. Don't forget to support the channel. Hit the like button, share and reshare. And let's get into the answer to this first one. Here we go. Let me bring up the large chat. SolidWorks, yeah. I did sheet metal for a long time in SolidWorks too. Back then, a lot of you guys might not remember this, but Shopdog Bob and I will remember it. They didn't really have good sheet metal. Everything was, you had to model everything up as a thin part. And then you had to do insert bends. But it worked. One of my first jobs was doing sheet metal in SolidWorks, and we were able to get it to work and get the flats to be pretty darn close. So you could get it to work. It just it was a little bit tricky. All right, here we go. Let's go. All right. We definitely got our fastest answer, I think, of all time. Serial Sal coming in with the fastest answer on the board. 541.6. Very nice. Let's see here. Suthan, 542.2. Nice. Also very fast. Victor K, 281.8. Matab, 281.8. T-Lus, 281.8. Arnish, 281.8. Hassan, nice. 281.8. Muhammad, 331.2. I like this. Mixing it up. Uncle Facepound, 281.8. Larry, 106.5. Firefly, 106.5. Let's see here. Wait a second. Do I have the density wrong on the drawing? Hold on a second. These guys both came up with 106.5. I think I might have the density wrong on the drawing. That should be 2,700 kilograms per cubic, right? 102.0, but it should be aluminum. I think I have a mismatch on the density there. I think the density's off. I mean, it's moot anyway. I think that Victor K probably got it anyway, but I think that's an error. There's an error on the drawing. Sorry, guys. The density should be 2,700 kilograms, not 61, 102. Yeah, that's the density for ABS, right? Sorry about that, guys. That should be 2,700 kilograms per cubic meter. That could be why there you got that 106.5. That's what I'm thinking. Hold on, let me just confirm real quick. Yeah, I can bring this up. Hold on, let me just switch over to. I just want to bring this up real quick, but I don't want to flash anything inadvertently. If you know what I mean. All right, here we go. Yeah. It's the wrong density. Well, listen, guys. I'm gonna give you a little behind the scenes. I'm gonna give you a little bonus here, behind the scenes, just because I didn't mean to mess that up. Sorry about that. So, on the newer templates that I've created, I've addressed this issue because I have this automated density, and it's not part of this template here. So here's how I have it addressed now. So what I do is I go to Tools, Equations. Give me 1 second. Just get a little water. So I go here, Tools, Equations, and then I go and I make an equation here called material density. And then this is going to equal the file property for SW density. And then when I go in here to the evaluates to, it evaluates to 0. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. So why is that? Well, it's evaluating to 0 because the material density is calculating at, I guess it's calculating at, it's probably calculating in SI and, or no, sorry, it's calculating in, it's calculating in whatever units you specify here. So if you go here to options and then you go to document properties units, you've got your mass per volume here. So it's in millimeters cubed, grams per millimeters cubed. But then I'm showing the density on the drawing in SI. So you see here in the drawing, I've got 1020 kilograms per meters cubed. So that means I need to run an equation here. And the equation needs to be times 1 million. Okay, and then that'll get me the correct density, which should be 2,700. But look, it's still not evaluating correctly. So this is kind of interesting here. Why is that the case? Well, it's the case because here in options, if I go down here to document properties units, my mass section properties is only set to 2 decimal places. And because the material density is being calculated in millimeters per grams, it doesn't see it out that far. So it just sees it as 0. So to resolve this, I have to set this value here to go out to 8 places. And then I hit OK. Now watch, I'm going to control Q here. And look at that. It updated to 2,700. So it's kind of like you would think it would just be an absolute number and it would know to like calculate it out that far. But it's kind of interesting. Like the equation solver doesn't see the value for the linked value for density until you tell your units for the document to solve out to enough places. So now we take that SolidWorks density times 1 million. That gives us our material density, 2,700. And now we can go in here to our properties, and then we can say we want this to be equal to the, excuse me, variable for material density. Okay, and that way it'll change. And then that would be kilograms per meters cubed. And so then that way it'll change dynamically. So now if I go in here and I change this to ABS, rebuild, it becomes 1020. And then if I change it to plain carbon steel, rebuild, it updates. And then if I go up here, this updates as well. And then that'll push onto the drawing. But I was using an old template for this one, and so I missed it. Sorry, guys. But there you go. You get a little bonus lesson out of it. Kind of cool. Firefly says, I'm also happy I got it right in a decent time anyway. Prasad is not impressed. Says, bro, please show something new in SolidWorks. Sorry, bro. It's new to me. I thought it was kind of cool. I thought it was cool that you couldn't get the density to calculate unless you had that options. I guess everybody probably knows. Everybody probably knows that, right? If you can't get the equations to update, everybody probably knows what all you need to do is go here to document properties, material units, mass section properties, and then change this to 8 places. That probably is like SolidWorks 101. All right. We'll try and show some cooler stuff here for the second half of the show. All right, listen, we got a little bit off track. We got a little off track there. Let's see if we can get back on track. Where do we stop? We're just going to award the point. Congratulations to everybody who got it. I'm sorry, I'm going to abbreviate this a little bit. I feel like the coughing is not good for the stream. I think Victor K got it, though. Let's see. Boom. 281.8. That is correct. Congratulations to Victor K earning the first point of today's episode of Model Monday Live. So Victor K is going to take down that first point. And very nice. GG. Put a GG in the chat for Victor K. And let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. All right. Good. GG. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, significant digits. Got to watch them. Yep. How do you set up a sensor for mass evaluation? You just right click on the sensors. When you make a new document, it's kind of oh wow, I don't even have my non-TTT templates in here anymore. When you make a new document, it's just in the tree. Like here's the folder in the tree. So you just right click on the folder and say add sensor. And then you do mass. And then I always have to do control Q to get it to actually update. All right. Prasad says, bro, you're really great. Please make playlists for all SolidWorks, all basic to pro, so learning poor student can get from you. It's already done. You just gotta look at the playlists on the site. It's right there waiting for you. Or of course you could always take a look at the practice models. Start at the beginning, work your way through. All right, guys, here we go. Speaking of practice models, it's time to move on to the second challenge. So the second challenge, what we're going to be doing right now is we're going to be posting the second challenge on the website, TooTallToby.com. You can visit us at TooTallToby.com. It seems like there's a lot of SolidWorks people in here today, so I think I'm going to solve this one using SolidWorks. And Maybe I'll do a little less talking while I'm solving this one just to save my voice. Maybe I'll bump up the music a little bit here as we get into this one. But for all of you out there watching, this next challenge begins in 3, 2, 1, go! So the question here is, what is the mass of this part in x.xx grams? What is the mass of this part in xx.xx grams? And we can see that this part is an ice scraper. And this is one that actually came from the tournament. A little bit of a remix, of course. We don't want to give you the exact same model from the tournament. But this is the ice scraper model. If you modeled it during the tournament, just you have a little bit of a leg up, of course, but you can try and model it again, see if you learned anything from your experience. Of course, the tournament this year was all themed around ice and cold weather gear. And this is a cool model. This is a fun model. It's got a lot of cool features in it. So maybe I'll start modeling through it as well here. Like I said, it seems like there's a lot of SolidWorks users in the chat today, so I think I'm going to use SolidWorks today. Sorry, 3D Wing. I know you were looking forward to Onshape today. I'm sure we'll do this one in Onshape as well at some point. All right. So we're going to do this one, I think we're going to do this one using SolidWorks. We're going to try and solve this one live here using SolidWorks. So when I say live, what I mean is we're going to be heading over to our website. And our website is, of course, TooTallToby.com. And if you've got a free account or if you've got a paid account, you can give this challenge a try. This is what we call one of our featured challenges over at TooTallToby.com. So here's the website, TooTallToby.com. And what we've got here is the gamification of 3D CAD. This means that we have created almost like a gym for people who want to practice their CAD skills. And once you sign up for a free account, you can say access full library. And then you'll have access to all the free challenges that are in the library, as well as the featured models that are up here at the top of the library. The featured models this week are presented by our friends over at Xometry. Xometry is actually running a special right now where you can save 20% on your first order if you use code Toby20CAD. All the details are here on the website. But you can see here that we've got a library of over 200 of these 2D to 3D CAD challenges. You can sort these challenges based on the difficulty level or based on the type of model that you're trying to create. And up here at the top of that library, we've got this 260205. Let's click here to practice and let's begin. So here we go. We're going to say click here to begin. So far, nobody has completed this challenge. Let's see if we can be the first. So my name's Toby. I'm using SolidWorks from the United States and go. And so the question here is, what is the mass of this part in xx.xx grams? Tolerance is 0.02 grams. The reason that tolerance is so tight is because during the tournament, Ricardo actually omitted one of these entire fins and was still within tolerance. So I realized I had the tolerance way too loose. And so I tightened it up here for today's live stream, just for you. And I tightened it up, of course, for the library as well. So whenever you look at a model like this, before you go from 2D drawing into a 3D model, or from a napkin sketch into a 3D model, or even just an idea into a 3D model, there's a couple of steps you want to go through. The first step is you want to ask yourself, where should the origin be for this model? The origin is typically like the anchor point, the central point, kind of like your go-to point for the model. And I think that for this model, we've got symmetry running through the middle of the model here. So I think the origin is going to be along that line of symmetry. And then I think it's either going to be down here in this corner or back here at the center of the handle back here. So that's where your origin is going to be. It's really important to establish that first, because that's going to help you build the rest of the strategy for your modeling. So I'm going to put the origin, let's see here. There's a lot of dimensions over here. I mean, really the next thing would be to kind of like discretize the model and ask yourself, does the model have any clear phases that it would need to be drawn in? And I think this model does. You've got the handle as like one phase, you've got the blade as one phase, and then you've got the fins and maybe like the scallop here as one phase. So we could say there's like 3 or 4 phases of this model. So I think that with that in mind, the origin location is probably going to affect the order in which you create those features. I think I'm probably going to put the origin here, and I'm going to work on the blade first, blade, the scallop, the fins, and then I'll finish off with the handle. All right. So even though I took 2 minutes to come up with that strategy, I mean, really, if you were doing it in real time, you could probably just do that in like a minute, less than a minute. But it's always really good, because then you're going to kind of have a game plan. You're going to know where you're going with the design before you get started. You're not just going to get in there and like willy-nilly start drawing sketches everywhere. You want to have a basic plan before you get going. So if you agree, be sure to hit the like button on this video. And I'm going to click this button here, open in a new window. That way I can take this drawing and move it over to my second screen. I saw somebody in the chat earlier said that I'm the reason they got a second monitor. That is awesome. Big advocate of multiple monitors. And let me move this over here so we can keep an eye on the clock. Whoops. Move this over here so we can keep an eye on the clock. And then let me bring up SolidWorks here and let's get into it. Here we go. See how long this one takes. I think, like I said, guys, listen. Normally, I would really spend a lot of time talking through. I think I'm just going to turn up the music a little bit, and I'm going to just do the CAD. So I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. I'm like totally stumping myself. I made this darn drawing, and I can't even remember how I made these arcs concentric and end up terminating down at this lower point here. For the remove the 18 is for the rib. Thank you, Matab. That is it. Thank you. I'm like totally like just psyching myself out, basically, trying to come up with this answer. Thank you. Wow. Boom. It's just that easy, guys. It is just that easy to go pro. You guys let me know when you're ready to go pro, because it's just that easy. All right. Thank you. All right, here we go. Lock in, lock in. I nailed that one. It was actually dead on 20. That's pretty cool. He's got the eye. Oh, not that one though. You ever notice that the revolve contours always seems to be a little bit more finicky? All right. 90.945. Let's see if we got it correct here. 90.945. Oh, yeah. That's how we do it, baby. Little struggle there in the beginning. Felt good to get it back on track, though. Some probably unnecessary delete face in the middle there, but I thought you guys might like that one. So there we go, 90.945 grams, 15 minutes, 20 seconds. Probably should have been faster than that. I got a little bit sidetracked there on that initial struggle. Thanks again to Matab. Matab gets half a point for that one as well, and I only get half a point, so... Matab says, love that delete face overkill. Thank you. Thank you. So, thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. It's definitely a fun model, the ice scraper model. And definitely one that, you know, helps us to remember tools like pattern and tools like spherical cut, and like lets us experiment a little bit with some real world geometry. That's really what we're all about here on the TooTallToby website. So let's submit that answer. And boom, we did it. And it looks like while we were solving that, 5 other speedsters got in there and solved it. That is super impressive, man. You guys are just getting so fast now. That's a tier 6 model. Those are not easy. They are not easy models. Let's see how it's going here in the chat, too. Very calibrated eyeball. Yeah, exactly. Just banging that one in there exactly at 20. Oh, yeah. FPV Kev, the student has become the master. Yeah, exactly. Matab's been the master now for a while, seems like. KBA says, just amazing all the work you guys do with the site and the tournament. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for joining us. All right, guys. Well, let's take a look here. We're going to get to the final answer. Got 90.924. I think plasticity gets the volume wrong sometimes. Still fun, though. Nice, yeah. Yeah, it's a, you know, it's a tight model, very tight tolerance on this one. Tier 6, we really locked in the tolerance on this one. So, guys, we are at the top of the hour, actually a little beyond the top of the hour, so I do want to kind of wrap things up here. But congratulations to everybody who did that challenge. Let's head on back to the TooTallToby website. And what we're going to do here is we're going to use this tool, the first 42. So what the first 42 does is it tells us how people answered relative to the time the model was released. So we released this challenge right around the time we started doing the modeling. Looks like we released this one at 1:43 p.m. And within 6 minutes and 9 seconds, wow, what a meme number. Matab, he was not only helping me, but he was also solving this thing in just 6 minutes and 9 seconds. Wow. Super impressive. So he gets the full point for the Model Monday Live point, plus an additional half point. No, just kidding. He gets an assist point. We'll call it an assist point for helping me get through the model as well. That is super impressive. And look at this, H11R, Indonesia, FreeCAD Speed Wizard, 6 minutes and 17 seconds. CSWE Victor, Onshape, 7 minutes, 27 seconds. And then T. Lus here, France, Fusion, 12 minutes, 50. So the top 4 people were all using 4 different CAD systems. How cool is that? Man, that is awesome. And then Toby got in here, 20 minutes and 42 seconds, 42 seconds. MIZ gets in here from Germany using Fusion, 21 minutes, 40 seconds. Chris Odom, PC Arduino, using Onshape. Let's go, let's go. 21 minutes and 48 seconds. And Larry K here from Czechia, using FreeCAD, another FreeCAD user. That is awesome. Let's go, let's go. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of Model Monday Live. A little bit of a unique episode, but a lot of fun. And fun to do some modeling. Maybe we'll do some more challenges where I can just model and not talk as much. It is kind of fun to just lock in for a little bit. I don't know if it makes for the best live stream. I don't know what YouTube thinks about it when we do that, but I'm sure if we just crank the music and do it, that's what it's all about. Matab says, take a rest, stay healthy and strong. Have a fun day. Nice. Guys, put a GG in the chat for Matab. Victor K coming in with some super chat, says cough drop fund. Yo, thank you. Wait, did somebody else come in with super chat earlier too? I feel like I missed one. Oh, I did miss one. Who was that from? Uncle Facepound. Thank you, Uncle Facepound. And thank you, Victor K. Super chat, always appreciated. Cough drop fund, fantastic idea. Thank you guys for all the laughs today as well. It's always a fun way to start our Monday. The correct answer for that one's 90.95 grams, plus or minus 0.02 grams. Very tight tolerance on this one. Totally stuck on the pattern and spherical cut relation. Thanks for the tutorial. Nice. Hope you guys enjoy it. All right, let me know in the comments if you can't resolve it. I can do a proper tutorial when my voice comes back. No problem. Just let me know what CAD system. You guys, as always, guys, especially those of you who've been with the channel for a long time, just jump in the Discord. If you ever want a specific tutorial on a practice model in a specific CAD system, jump in the Discord or just leave a comment in YouTube, and I'll make it happen. As long as my voice is back. Congratulations to Victor K, and congratulations to Matab, earning points on the Model Monday Live leaderboard. Wow. Awesome, man. The leaderboard is like top hitters this year. So we're going to keep it rolling for sure. But congratulations, guys. Very nice, very nice. And Fat Finger 9 degrees instead of 8 degrees. Yeah, that one will get you too. Guys, it's just a really fun way to start the week. So thank you. Thank you to the most amazing chat ever. Don't forget to hit the like button before you go. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to let your friends know what we're doing here on Model Monday Live. We'll be back next week for another episode of Model Monday Live. We got some big announcements coming up. But for now, I think that's it. I think it's time to go rest the voice. So thank you, guys. Thank you for such a fun way to start the week. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the next TooTallToby live stream. See you, everybody.